Till now, we have covered AutoSum, Autofill, Flash Fill. Just revise that once again, and then we will start with the whatever is left in this week. We learned about the design of Excel function that is divided into three parts, that is equals to name of the function, and then we pass the arguments here. So we got function something like function and name and then argument, we are passing it with the parenthesis. Points to remember, functions are already predefined in Microsoft Excel. You can use the combination of function that is allowed. And then we learned about understanding sum, minimum and the maximum function. What we use, we can provide the range here by providing the exact cell address. Similarly, we can do it with the min function as well. What we are writing here equals to name of the function, and within the parenthesis we are passing the arguments, that is basically the numerical values for that particular range we want to calculate the sum or the minimum or the maximum. Similarly, we actually applied all these functions on the data set also. We applied it with the small data set as well as the large data set as well. We learned how we can actually use the sum function here by using providing the single values or using the range. Then we learnt about the average function and the count function. Counts only have the numerical values. Even if we are passing any alphabetical value, it will not count it, and by default it will be ignored. Then we covered AutoSum and the autofill option. We learnt about the flash fill also, that is smart filling up the Microsoft Excel after detection of the pattern by Microsoft Excel only. Next, we have the modification. So first modification, inserting new sheets, rows and the columns. So what we can do, what in whenever we are working on Microsoft Excel in particular worksheet, we can actually insert sheets as well. We can actually insert rows as well. We can actually insert columns as well. So how we can do it? We can do it with using home insert. So what we can do, right click on the cell, column name or the row number, and then we can click on the plus. So let's try that. So output will be something like this. We can have a new worksheet as well. And if we are talking about the rows, so rows, in this manner we can have the new rows and the new column. So let's go back to Excel and let's do the practice. So we talked about what we can do. We can have three things basically. We can have new sheet, we can have new row, we can have new column. So this is the part of the insertion. So let's talk about having the new row first. So I want to have a row in between this sheet and row. So I'll click on this 21 and right click insert. So I have a new row in between the sheet and the row. If I want to have a new column between F and G, now you just see it when you inserted a new row, by default the number has been changed now. So I want to insert something in between, I'll get it, and this is again 21, 22, not we are having something like 21.5 or 21.4. Similarly, when we are doing a column thing, I'll click on this G and click on insert, right click, and we have a new column and the column names is changed by default. I'm not doing anything, I'm just adding a new column here. So understanding the difference, I'm writing here insert and then I'm clicking here and clicking on insert. So I got a new column between this sheet and insert. So in this way, what we have tried, inserting the new rows, inserting the new columns. So one option was to click on the column or click on the row and have the right click and click on insert. The another option is go to insert and then we can actually use it by home and insert cells, insert sheet rows, insert sheet columns and insert sheet. So my cell is here in the sheet, and what I'll do, I'll click on insert sheet rows, so I'll get a new row over there. If I'll click on sheet and click on insert sheet columns, I'll get a new column at the before side of the sheet only. Then I'll try with applying a new sheet. So what I want to have, now I am working with the sheet 1 and I have another sheet President of India as well. Now I want to have a third sheet. One way to get a new sheet is click on this plus. Even you can see that new sheet is coming here with the tool tip. I'll click on that, so I'll get the new sheet here. So this is my new sheet here. I can start working on the new sheet as well. The another way to get the sheet is go back to insert and click on insert sheet. So I got a new sheet. Now just see the names here, sheet 1, sheet 3, sheet 2 is given here. Another way, right click on insert and now choose what you want to do it here. You want to have a new row, you want to have a new column, you want to shift it right, shift cell down. So this is all the options available when you want to do the modification, and this time modification we are doing with the insertion. That insert can be, you can actually insert a cell, you can actually insert a row, you can actually insert a columns. In fact, you can have a multiple sheets as well. And the shortcut to have the multiple sheets is to insert a worksheet, that is shift plus F11, that is written here. And similarly for the columns we can click here, similarly for the rows we can click here, and for the cells as well. So this is the modification part of your Excel workbook. The another case, I want to have multiple rows or multiple columns. What I can do, for example, I want to have 5 rows here. So I selected some 5 rows and click on the right click and insert. This time I'll get the more 5 rows here. Similarly, if I want to have 2 columns, I'll click 2 columns and click on insert, and I am having 2 columns. So multiple rows and multiple columns also we can do the insertion by using the same insert thing, but this time we will select the multiple rows and multiple columns, and whatever we selected accordingly we'll get the rows and the columns. So this is the modification part. This we can do it here. Let's come back to the slide. What we have again, deleting sheets, rows and the columns. Once the insertion is done, now the case is you want to delete something. So what you can delete? Again in the same manner, you can actually delete the sheets, you can delete the rows, you can delete the columns, and the ways using home, delete and right click on the column name or the row number and the sheet. Is the same way we applied the insert, we have the delete also now. Let's try that. So this time let me remove all the rows from here in between sheet and row. So I want to delete these 2 rows. So what I'll do, I'll select it, right click and delete. So it's gone. Same way, I want to click this, I'm clicking this J and deleting this J now. So I'll click right, I make a right click and click on delete again. This time again, I have deleted the rows now and the columns as well. So in the same manner, we can use it from the delete cell as well. That is available in the home option. So what you can choose? You can choose to delete the cell. In fact, you can use the control minus as well. Delete sheet rows, delete sheet columns and delete sheet as well. Let's delete the sheets now. I'll go to sheet 3 and click on delete sheet. It's deleted. In fact, let's do it with the sheet 2 as well. Delete. Microsoft Excel will permanently delete the sheet. Do you want to continue? Yes. So I'll click on that. I got the result. So by plus, you got the new sheet. Right click and you can delete it from that option as well. In fact, you have the insert option as well. So in the modification part, what we are doing here, what we can do here, we actually can insert multiple rows. We can actually insert multiple columns. We can insert new sheets as well. This is the modification in Microsoft Excel. And when we are talking about the deletion, in that deletion, what we have, we can delete the cell, a particular cell. We can delete the sheet. We can delete the columns, we can delete the rows. So this is the option available with Microsoft Excel. Another way, if I want to move these sheets in between, I have sheet 1 here. Let's rename it to something data. President of India is written. Here I'll see the copy of data. So this is, I am renaming my sheets. By default, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 was the name given by the Microsoft Excel. I have changed the name to something else. Now I want to change the order of these sheets. So I can actually pick it up and put it in between. I can pick it up and put it in between. So the order of the sheets will be changed here. Or in fact, I can move it from right clicking as well. So move, you can move or copy, you can do from that where you want to change the order, and you can actually select in which order you want to have it. You want to move it to end, you want to move it upwards, so you can do it with the sheets.